Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's class we're going to be focusing on our hip flexor strength and strengthening those bad boys so we can work towards our stag inversions. So we're going to go upside down, and it's a very focused class. And in yoga, you can think of dharana, which is one of the 8 limbs, and dharana means concentration. And we're using our practice, all sort of alignment-based practice, all practices generally, to develop our ability to concentrate and develop our ability to focus. So doing something really, really specific allows us to hone and cultivate attention. And it's not in a way that you're doing something right or wrong, but it's a reference point for guiding your attention. Okay, so we're gonna start on our backs. Come on down, you'll need your blocks probably, we'll find out. Good, just come onto your back. Okay. And then place your feet down underneath your knees. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest, and give yourself a moment to connect. Transitioning out of whatever you were just doing, and bringing your attention onto your body, your breath, this moment. Take a couple more breaths just to center and ground yourself here. And then just hug both knees into your chest and feel this connection between your lower body, your thighs, and your rib cage. This is, pulling our knees into our chest. This is the hip flexors that we're using, and we're going to be cultivating this connection, upper to lower body. Keep your right knee hugging in, so interlace your hands on top of your right thigh. Stretch your left leg long. And then turn your left toes up. So inner spiral, roll that left inner thigh down. Take a big breath in. And then lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Yeah, little crunch. And then lift your left leg to hover. Yeah, so that your left hip's not drooping. Good. And activate your left leg so it's nice and strong. Keep your right knee hugging in as tightly as you possibly can. You can already hear the effort. Reach the arms above your head. So the knee, we don't want it to spring away. Keep hugging it into the chest. It's hip flexors. Take another breath in. And out. One more. Good. And then circle the hands and release the left leg. Relax your head. Good. Place both feet down. Relax your hip flexors. Good, and then hug your left knee in. Squeeze. Extend your right leg long. Press your right thigh bone down first so the leg gets really strong. Squeeze the left knee to your chest. Feel the connection, thigh to rib cage. Good, inhale. On the exhale, lift the upper body, chest lift. Shoulder blades lifted. Lift your right leg to hover. So then your lower back can press down. You reach through the right foot. And then reach your arms above your head. And without that knee coming away. So you squeeze it into your chest and breathe. For 3. Yes. 2. And 1. Circle the arms back and then relax your head. Good. Place the feet down, and this is going to feel nice. Lift your hips up. Reverse. Or not reverse, tabletop, bridge. Just a gentle opening and a little bit of work into the glutes and the hammies. And then release the tail all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll up and down along the spine, all the way over into downward facing dog. Good. Firm the upper arms in. Take a little bend into the knees if it helps you get a longer spine. Spin the inner thighs back, inner heels even widen. Good, thigh bones press back, get long in the spine so the pelvis lifts away from the rib cage. Take a breath in and out. Rise onto your toes and just start to stroll forward all the way, nice and smooth, waking up the backs of the legs. A flat foot walk forward is really nice on the backs of the legs if available. Good, breathe in, halfway lift. You can always use your blocks, pull the chest forward, get a long spine, draw the shoulders down the back, and fold. Find the connection, upper body to lower body, right? So you're not rounding or dangling. There's a crease in the hips, like an origami fold. It's precise. Circle the arms wide, press the palms above your head, and then pull the thumbs through the heart. Ground into your feet. Inhale, circle the arms, press palms. As they merge, you lift higher. And exhale, fold. Again, take the weight forward, keep the legs sharp, so the legs aren't getting lazy. Pull the chest forward, lengthen. Flat hands if possible. So you're training your hands for going upside down and grounding down. Good. Step your right foot back, lower your knee underneath your head, 90-90. Reach the arms up, press your palms. Merge, lift the back of the heart. Good. So we're not into this stretchy lunge, yeah? There's containment. That's super simple. Inhale. Good. And then slowly lower the hands all the way down. Find your blocks. Half split. Straighten your left leg forward. Pull your left hip crease back. Right hip forward. And then get long in your spine. Flex the toes to the face. Inner spiral the leg. So roll the inner left thigh down. Good. Press into your hands and then lift your left leg any amount. Kick the shin into your face and release. Again, lift the leg, hover, hold for 3. Press into your hands so you're not sinking. Good, 2. And 1, release. Step your left knee back to meet your right. Move the blocks out of the way. Good. And you're gonna bring your hands underneath your shoulders. You're on your hands and your knees, okay? So we're gonna do wrist push-ups. Lift the heels of the hands without moving the shoulder girdle, and then lower the hands back down. So the 4 fingers stay, the thumbs and the heels of the hands lift and release. They lift at the same time. So notice if you're doing a little dance, lift the heels of the hands and lower. Lift and lower. Good. So we're starting to get heat into the wrists, into the muscles of the forearms, waking up. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. 5, 4, maybe a little faster. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Walk your arms forward to the corners of the mat, Anahatasana. Just melt the chest down, but rather than sinking, see if you can lift the lowered belly, the ribs, press into your palms. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Bring the hands by your ribs. Point the toes. Press the feet down. And then peel the chest away. Use the upper back. Elbows firm in. You could even maybe lift your hands and feel your back switch on. And then place your hands back down. Press a little bit more into the hands. And then release forehead to the mat. Good. Press to your knees. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Good. And out. Spread your toes. Spin the inner thighs back. Inner heels widen. Long through the arms. So you actively press away. The shoulders even lift a little bit towards the ears. Center the left foot. Lift your right leg high. Breathe in. Draw your knee to your chest. Squeeze the thigh to the rib cage so they stay glued together as you step through. Lower the left knee. And then circle the arms up. Press the palms together. Good. And you lift the back of the heart. Frontal hips lift. Firm the right knee in. Squeeze your left glute. And then release the arms. Half split. Take the block. Straighten your right leg. And press into your palms. Lift the chest. So dig the front heel down. Feel that opening in the back of the leg. Firm the right knee. And then press in and lift. And release. Again, lift. Hold. Hold. It's from a movie. Okay, release. I don't know what movie. Okay, bend your right knee. And then here we go. Step forward. Top of the mat. Release. Good. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And then exhale, two-fold. Circle the arms wide. Emerge and lift. And then pull the thumbs through the heart. Release your arms by your side. Breathe in, lift. Second round of our warm-up. Hopefully you're getting a little bit toasty. And then fold. And start to notice your brain maybe draining a little bit from all the information from your day. Pull the chest in, forward, and then fold. Step your left foot back. And starting to find that sense of focus in the task at hand. Reach your arms up. Inhale. You're in that 90 degree lunge. And then as you exhale, twist to the right, cactus the arms. Inhale back to center. We twist in the same direction. Twist to the right. Nothing moves in the lower body, just the spine and the torso. Good, back to center. So your front leg is stabilizing. Good, cactus the arms, open towards the right. Stay here. Take your right shoulder back. Right elbow back. Inhale, lift the arms. Imagine doing like a lat pull down. Squeeze the elbows. One more. Breathe in. Good. And then squeeze the elbows. Good. Feel the effort. Open the chest. Feel the concentration. And then slowly come back to center. Breathe in. Little release. And release your hands all the way down. Okay. Frame the foot with the blocks. Lift your back knee this time and straighten out your front leg. Pyramid stretch. So a little progression from our half split. Press into the front big toe. And then take a half lift so your spine is long. And again, any amount. See if you can lift your leg up and release. Good. Lift your leg up and release. Good. Bend your knee. Lower the left knee down. Move the blocks out of the way. And again, step your right knee back to meet your left. So you're on your hands and your knees. Good. And now you're going to lower your forearms down. So this is one of my favorite drills. I do this. If you've practiced with me, you've done this in many classes. Right? It never gets old. So the forearms are parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders, so not too wide. Yeah, good. And then flip your palms up. Lift the arms about 10 degrees. Good. Draw your belly in, and then you're going to take your thumbs out. You'll feel a little squeeze underneath your armpit, outer armpit, and then back in. Good. Out, squeeze, and in. And you do little pulses and out. I want you to avoid crossing. So we're not crossing, we're just staying wide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then place your forearms down. If you have a block, use it between your palms. Dolphin, round your back. Keep the elbows under the shoulders. Press down into the forearms to lift the shoulders. Relax your neck. Lift your knees. And then walk your feet in. Walk your feet in. Good. Lift the hip creases. Good. And just hold here. Actively press away. Good. And we're going to do a couple of these. So you want to just stay here. Notice if you want to like add on. See if you can just be here in this stage. This is often harder to hold yourself back than to move forward, which is good for you to do what doesn't come naturally. Good, and then walk your feet back. Just feel that full body warm up. Forearm plank, press away. And then lower the pelvis all the way down. Good, Sphinx, I love Sphinx. Always feels good after dolphin. Press down into your forearms, lift the chest, press your feet down. Pull the sternum forwards, traction the hands back, and almost feel as if you're in upward facing dog. So you press down into the inner palms and elbows and lift the sternum up. Legs are firm. Good. Stay here with the upward body. Slide your hands back by your ribs. Press your feet down and then upward facing dog. If available, you can always stay in cobra. Draw your shoulder heads back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Good. And out. Again, inhale. And exhale, lift your heels. Lift your left leg high. Draw your knee into your chest. Step between your hands. Woo. Good, lower the right knee underneath the hip. Reach your arms up, so 90 degrees with the legs. Arms up, breathe in. Good, we take the cactus over to the left. Open the left chest. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, cactus the arms to the left. Open the left chest. Good, inhale, back to center. Good, and then cactus over to the left. Stay here. Good, widen your left shoulder, left elbow. It's really hard work. You'll feel the back of your shoulder blade. And then lift your arms up. Good, and lower the hands, cactus. So we're working with this whole breathing, the lungs, the rib cage area, so it might feel a little bit sticky. Inhale, we lift. Last one, like a lat pull down. I mean, I haven't been to the gym since, 2007 maybe. Used to go to the YMCA. Good, and then lift your arms up. That's all we had in Wisconsin, YMCA. Circle the arms all the way down. Find the blocks. Lift the back knee. Straighten your left leg. Pyramid. But so stay here with the spine lifted and lengthened. Press into the hands. Lift your left leg any amount. Good. And release. One more. Breathe in. And lift. Good. Notice your attitude. Can you be concentrated but a little bit at ease, not too stiff? I know it's hard in the strength stuff, but just an offering. Bend into the knee, step forward, top of the mat. Good. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. And then exhale to fold. Circle the arms all the way up. And then pull the thumbs through the heart. Release the hands by your side. Bring your feet together. Yeah? Bend your knees. Reach your arms by your ears. Good. You're going to sit into your chair. Now interlace your hands at your heart. Elbows wide. Press your palms forward. Yeah? And then you're going to start to lower your belly to your thighs, your chest to your knees, nips to knees. Good, and then lift your arms so they're in line with your ears. Good, the arms stay lifted the whole time. I know this is fiery. Lift the belly, 1 inch, and then exhale, lower. Good, so inhale, we lift with the breath. Exhale, feel that connection. Upper body, lower body. Again, inhale, lift, and lower. One more, lift, and lower. Good, and then you keep going all the way down. I'm gonna face you guys. So bring the blocks either side of your hips and come into Navasana, boat pose. Grab your thighs, lift your chest. So we're gonna be working again with the hip flexor strength, the connection between our thighs and our torso. Okay, so you'll have your blocks either side. First, cross your right ankle on top of your left. Hug your knees into your chest, squeeze your heels down. Give yourself a big hug. So you want your heels squeezing in so your hamstrings are working. Now, the work here is to keep your knees into your chest without them springing away, yeah? Keep the knees in, so there's a concentration to make that happen, right? Coordination. Take the arms away. Notice what happens to the knees. Hands to the blocks. Point the toes. Lift your hips. Keep the knees connected, so don't let them come forward. Knees connected. And lower. Good. Lift the legs back up. Navasana. Good. You're going to be sore after this. Left ankle on top of the right in a good way, like you're using something in a really healthy, good way. Bring the knees into your chest. Squeeze the heels. Try to keep this all connected. If you need the hug to help out, go for it. Hands to the blocks. Toes down if you want, or you can keep them lifted. Lift your butt. Press into your hands. And release. Good. One more. Navasana. Try to not give yourself a hug this time. Right ankle on top of the left. Knees in, heels in, hands to the blocks. Lift your butt. And release. Good. Take your feet forward. This will feel nice. Hands behind you. Lift your hips. Reverse tabletop. Press into the inner palms. Good. Lift the sternum. Press into the feet. And then lower your hips all the way down. Good. Cross your ankles, blocks forward. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And out. Okay, lift your heels. Center the left foot. Lift your right leg high. Draw your knee into your chest, so connect to the thigh to the rib cage. Lots of repetition. You keep connecting it. Now, tap the shin forward and then lift it back up using your hip flexor. Tap it forward and then lift it back up. You're on your back toes. One more tap and lift. And then step between your hands. But bend into the knee. Place that back foot down. Here we go. Okay. Interlace the hands in front of you. Press the palms forward. We're going to do the same thing, but we're in the lunge now. Lower, belly to thighs. Lift the chest. Belly to thighs. Lift the chest. Just one more. Lower and lift. Firm that right hip in and then go all the way up with the arms. Good. Release the fingers straight to the ceiling. Warrior one. Lift the frontal hips. Go into the front leg. Right hip in. Just a moment to hold. Lots of holding in this class. Notice if you want to sort of fidget or distract yourself. Just be there. Circle the hands to the hips. Step that back foot in a little bit so there's at least 3 feet between your feet. Pull that right hip back. Arms out to the side. And then you can choose your mudra. So you can grab opposite elbows or reverse prayer or bring your fists together. Find a solid connection though, yeah? And then open the front of the shoulders. Press the heels of the hands and thumbs together if you're in reverse prayer. Grow tall. Press into the back thigh. And then start to hinge forward, forward, and forward. About halfway. It's just fine. Deep breath in. and down. So lift your back heel, and then you're gonna start to bend into your front knee. With your mudra, you keep that and start to lift your left leg into little sort of standing split warrior 3 variation. You can bend as far down as you like. Keep the shoulder heads lifted. Lift the right hip crease. And then release your hands all the way down. Step forward. Ooh, sweet relief. Interlace the hands in front of your right thigh, right knee. And then slowly lift the leg all the way up to your chest. So here we go. You're balancing on your left leg. Press your left thigh back. And then from here, try to not let that knee spring forward. Keep your knee lifted. Reach your arms above your head. So this is the stag, but we're in standing. So we'll reverse it eventually. But keep lifting. Lift, lift, lift. And then release. Oh, release the arms. How nice. Hands to heart. Breathe in. Release the arms by your side. Breathe out. Oh, I'm with you. Inhale, circle the arms. Lift. And then exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. And step your left foot back. Lower your knee. Right hand, right thigh. Reach your left arm up. Good. Take the left arm to your right leg. Good. And we're going to find a twist. So right hand to the left. Lift your lower belly off of the thigh. So you can stay here. If you feel quite stable, start to lift your back thigh. Good. And squeeze your left glute. Switch your butt on. Keep the thigh bone lifted. And then press your head back in line with the tail. Lift the right belly off of the right thigh. Breathe. Release the hands down. Step to plank. Listen carefully. Lower all the way down. Point the toes. Lift the chest. Cobra. From cobra, lower your knees. Press to knee plank. And then slide your forearms back. So we're coming back into dolphin. And you can use the blocks if that helps with your hands or interlace. And then start to round your back. Relax your head. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees. Walk your feet in. Walk your feet in. Okay, so you stay here. Great option. Option 2, you lift your left leg. And that can be plenty. Good, you stay here. Option 3, you can play with leaning forward and squeezing the right knee into your chest. You might need a little hop, but you squeeze the knee in just like we've been working. One more breath. And then slowly release. Walk your feet back. Forearm plank. Lower the hips. Back into Sphinx. Just like we did before. Pull the chest forward. Slide the hands back by the ribs. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Notice your breath. So we'll take a transition to the top of the mat. We have to get back up there for the second round. Okay. So you rise onto your toes. Pull your right knee into your chest. You're going to step that right foot halfway up the mat. So you can use this right leg as a little spring. Your left leg lifts, and then you press into your hands, straighten arms, and you'll play with springing your right knee up, keeping it into your chest, and reaching through your top foot. You might just stay in the standing split. And then step forward. Step forward. Good, just a little ragdoll. Relax your arms. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time. So these are things just to play with. You can start to see how it's all, the little component parts are connected. It doesn't matter what actually happens, right? You're building the strength and the integrity for when so you're kind of working in this really safe, focused way. Okay, feet together, other side. Bend your knees, reach your arms by your ears. I'm not gonna make you do the half chair this time. We're just gonna lower. So keep going down, down, descend your thigh bones. Let it be sticky. Good, and then lower your hips. Good, bring the blocks beside you, or you can try without the blocks. I'll do the side view this time so you can see what my knees are doing. Navasana, lift your legs up. Good, so grab your thighs, lift the chest. And then from here, left ankle on top of the right. Squeeze your knees in, they're connected, there's no gap. Heels to your butt, that stays tight. Yeah, and then hands to the blocks. Point your toes if you want your toes down, or just lift your butt. And release. Good, lift your legs, Navasana. Right ankle on top of the left. Knees in, heels in. I'm like shouting. Good, okay, hands to the blocks. Lift the hips. And lower, one more time. Good, I'm trying to motivate you at home. Left ankle on top of the right, knees in, heels in. Good, hopefully I don't break the mic. Hands to the blocks, lift your hips. And release. Okay, blocks to the side. Reverse tabletop again. Just a nice little stretch out. Ooh, feels good. And then lower your hips, cross your ankles, hands forward, downward facing dog. Okay, here we go, second side. Using what you learned from the first side, applying it now. Lift your heels. Lift your left leg, inhale. Draw your knee to your chest. Find the connection, right? Over and over. Come forward, tap the shin. Lift it back up. Again, tap. And lift. Good, one more, tap. And lift. Step between your hands. Bend into your knee and put the back heel down for a warrior one. But first, reach your arms forward. Interlace hands. So you have a little shelf to begin. Press the arms forward. Belly to thighs, nips to knees. I love that phrase. Good, lift the chest. And then lower. Keep your arms lifted. Good, lift. So your belly works, and then lower. Good, last one, lift. Hold. And then come all the way up. Good, reach your arms up, relax your shoulders a little bit. Wrap the right side of the body forward. Warrior one. Release the hands to your hips. Step that back foot in. Good. And then pull that left hip back. Roll the right side of the body forward. Take the arms out to the side. Spin the palms back. And then you take either reverse prayer or fists or gripping the elbows or forearms. Deep breath in. And then begin to fold, fold, fold. Press your right thigh back. And staying about halfway or so, maybe a little bit more. Pull those front ribs in, chest, sternum forward. Elbows lift, shoulders lift. Good, and then lift your back heel. So I like the transition where you bend into the knee a little bit. You kind of catch the torso, and then you start to lift your right leg. Squeeze your right glute. Lift your left hip crease, feel the big toe working, and then you can start to bow. And this is a big pose, a big ask. So all your attention is here, all your concentration. Good, and then release your hands and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Interlace your hands around your left knee and then slowly lift the left knee into your chest. Little stork, but it's as tight as you can possibly make it. Press your right thigh back, lift your left knee, and then lift your arms up. Lift your arms up. Press through your palms. And then release. Good. Inhale, lift. Press palms, lift. And then exhale, fold forward. Just feel that sweetness as you fold. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot back. Lower your knee. Left hand, left thigh. Reach your right arm up, moving into the twist. Yeah. Right elbow to the left thigh. First, lift the chest, the belly. Left hand to the right. Good. And lift the chest up to the thumbs. Good. So you can stay here or lift your back thigh. Squeeze your right glute. And then press your head back in line with your tail. So you're not rounding forward. Open the chest, lean back. Release your hands. Step to plank. You got it. This is our last little bit. Lower all the way down. You're doing really good work. This is hard and kind of intense stuff. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Good. And then keep the knees down. Press hands and knees. Lower your forearms down. And grab your block. Round the back. Press down into forearms to lift the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift your knees. Walk your feet in. Good, so you stay here. Variation 1, pull the ribs in so you're not flaring. That's what I do. Lift your right leg. Adduct the leg towards the midline. You can stay or play with squeezing that left foot in and reaching through the top foot. And your knee is into your chest. Try not to lift the leg. You're contained. Good, and then you can release. Walk the feet back. Pull the chest forward. And lower the hips all the way down. Oh, it's good to laugh when it's hard work. That's probably one of my reactions, some of my coping mechanisms. When things are challenging, good. Finding the humor, press into it and pull the chest forward. And then slide the hands back by the ribs. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, one last play and then come down. Lift the heels. Lift your left knee into your chest. Squeeze it in. Step your left foot halfway up the mat. Get that block out of the way. Good. Lift your right leg. Cool. So notice the torso is connected to my leg. You're doing your best to keep that. Good. And then press into the hands and then play with squeezing that left heel into the butt. And it is a process, you know, like I'm still just putting the effort and the concentration there. Good. And then step forward. Step forward. Grab opposite elbows. Enjoy a little bit of hang time here. It really doesn't matter what you can do, but whatever you're doing, you want to do so in a concentrated, focused way. because you're taking control back. And come onto your back. Shoulders down. I'm gonna do bridge and wheel. I'm gonna take your arms long. Stick with it. Don't skip this part out. You'll feel good after. Hands down, deep breath in. And then lift your hips into bridge. Good, and you're stretching out all that stuff that we strengthened. Press into the heels, wrap the inner thighs down, inner foot. Press the skull down. One more breath. And then come all the way down. Tailbone heavy, hands onto the belly, the chest. Be still. Use the momentum here. Right, you've done all the hard work already. What's just like one more wheel? Right, use the momentum. Good, inhale. First bridge. First bridge, we stay here. Great place to continue to work. Good, stay, or flip the hands by the ears. Good, come just to the crown of the head. Just to the crown of the head. Wrap the elbows in, draw your shoulder heads back into their sockets, press into the feet, pull the chest through the arms, and then start to straighten. Good, notice if the feet turn out, you want them to spiral inwards. Let the back of your neck be soft. And breathe. Your breath will tell you when to come down. And then just, again, feet wide, knees in. Connect to the residue, the aftermath, the energetic effect of backbending. And then just place your feet down, cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. This is the nice stuff, the juicy stuff that you earned. And you can kind of let go of the concentration now, right? Just release the control of your mind. Just feel, lean into the sensation. And then just release. Good, left foot down, right foot down. Good, left ankle on top of the right knee. Hug your right thigh in or the shin. If your head is really chin is lifting, just bring a block or a pillow under your head. It's nice for Shavasana too. Let your heart rate slow. Lean into the stillness. And then just release. Good, left foot down, both feet down. Just pull your knees to your chest, drop your knees to the right. Just a nice, simple, sweet and short and sweet. An easy twist. One more breath. Open mouth. Come back to center. And then knees over to the left. I'm going to drop your right shoulder down. come back to center. Coming into Shavasana. Stay for your rest. This is an important part of the practice where you get to enjoy the benefits. Soak up the residue. Shoulders draw down the back. Good. And arms about 45 degrees away from the body. Toes flop open. And you release all control. Just let your mat hold you. Nothing you need to hold up anymore. Stay as long as you can. Otherwise, if you're ready, hug your knees to your chest. Drop your knees to the right. And then keep your eyes closed. Come up to a comfortable seat. And just bring your hands to your heart in this place of connection. And then illuminate the spine. Soften the shoulders. And just acknowledge your effort to develop deeper sense of concentration, which ultimately leads to a little bit more presence. Bring the thumbs to your forehead. Take a deep breath. Namaste.